All right, everybody. Thank you for all tuning in to the Biz with D on My Fierce Wings Radio. And you know we had to have Rashida come back. I mean, y'all know we love her. Y'all love her. I mean, she's just the fucking best. And she's on with us. What's going on, Rashida?
I am the fucking best. No, what's going on? How are you?
I'm good. You know what? You know, every time we talk to you, I always have to have something funny to say for an introduction for you.
Well, that's good. We need something. We all need a little laugh, you know what I'm saying, to get the day going right.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for coming back, and congratulations on the baby. I mean, we're so happy for you.
Thank you. Wow, I tell you, it's something.
I can only imagine. So, I mean, I definitely want to and have to ask you, how could you guys keep that a secret with, you know, the taping and not hitting blogs during that time? How'd you guys manage that?
It wasn't really a secret. Like, I mean, you know, it take a while to start showing and stuff, and, you know, in the process of, you know, really trying to, you know, put it out there on television a little bit more. You know, one thing about it is just don't run your damn mouth. That's the thing. Like, if you don't want people to know some shit, then shut up. That's the thing. And then put it out there when you're ready to put it out there. So that's kind of like how it was, because it ended up being such a, you know, big part of our story that we didn't want to, like, put it out there before you were able to really see it on the show, you know? So that's kind of like how we did it. You just got to keep your damn mouth closed. I mean, you know, you can't tell nobody nothing. If you don't want nobody to know nothing, then don't say shit.
Exactly. And y'all definitely kept that quiet. So I got to commend you on that, because because you know generally stuff like that'd be the first thing to hit the damn blogs. They'd be like, oh, so rumor has it, because you know them extras sometimes can be running in their damn mouths.
Yeah, and being in Atlanta, you know, everybody know everybody and everybody run their mouth so much. But, you know, you just kind of got to, you know, play it the best way you could play it and then put it out there when it's time.
Exactly. So, I mean, this season has definitely been turned up. I mean, you and K. Michelle, you and Kirk. I mean, it's been really crazy. I didn't expect the season to be this crazy. I mean, everybody told me it is, like, crazy. I mean, we even spoke in December. You were like, it's crazy. Carly said the same thing to me. Mimi said, fucking wow. And I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. And then they added all these new people to the cast. And with that being said, how do you feel that there's more people this season versus last season? Because, I mean, that's a lot of damn people.
It is, and that's just how I feel. It's a lot of damn people. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in like 40-something minutes of a show that you're trying to put out there and step into everybody's life. And one thing that the public needs to understand is you got 40-something minutes and you got like 16, 17 people on the show. Don't think you just know some damn body because you've seen a few minutes of their life. Like, it's so much more. It's so much more to it than that, but you only get so much time because you have to split it amongst other people. How do I feel about it? Shit, get in where you fit in. I mean, there's a lot of people who do want to be on the show. So it's like, you know, hey, you know, you got the opportunity, then make the best out of it and run with it. You know, that's just what it is.
Right. And, I mean, we're definitely more of you and Kirk this season. I mean, because last season was a lot centered with, you know, Mimi and Stevie. I didn't forgot his damn name for a second. Stevie. And Jocelyn. I try not to remember Jocelyn and Stevie too much because I'm just not with that whole situation. Mm-hmm. So it's good to see the fact that, you know, with this season we see more of you and Kirk and, you know, your situation, and I love the fact that you are really hustling, and that's one thing about you. And me and Kirk were just speaking about that. The reason of y'all being independent is because of the money being the way that it is, and I feel like that's very important. And I feel like people that watch this show don't understand that when you're with a major label, there's different things that you're signing when it comes to that contract, the publishing. 50% of this, like
pretty much everything. You know, and
right.
The crazy part about it is like people, you know, I I have so many amazing fans. And then, of course, I got my haters and people like, oh, you ain't got no record deal. Bitch, I didn't ask. I don't want a record deal. I've had them already. Like, what you got to understand is, like, being independent is one of the best things I could do as an artist. And, you know, having the type of fan base that I had and able to wake up every day and I don't have to sit here and argue back and forth with somebody sitting behind a desk trying to tell me to be something that that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And then taking majority of all your money, you don't never see it. You know, it's so much money that's made that artists who have deals don't have a clue about. It don't make no sense. Like, they don't know it because they don't own their shit. And the thing is, it's like you could say what you want to say about Rashida, oh, she this, oh, she that, but you know what? I can wake up every day feeling good about myself, knowing I'm in control of what the fuck I got going on. And I don't have to march to nobody else's damn beat, no damn body telling me to do this and be here and do this type of song and don't put this out and don't do this. And you don't make all the best decisions. And, you know, being with a major label has so many great perks. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes when you've walked down that aisle a couple of times and you've been in that lane a couple of times and you always kind of revert back to being independent, you start to realize this is where the Lord want me to be at. And that's where I'm at. And I'm happy with it, and I love it, and I make my money, and people can talk all the shit they want to talk, but guess what? At the end of the day, my kids and kids, and this baby in my belly, and this baby in my belly, kids, all going to be able to eat off what Rashida has done.
Exactly. And then some, too. So, and I respect that, and that's what people have to understand. That's why I really, as a fellow artist and being in the industry, that's why I don't like fans so much. That's why I just rather not. I just rather them just, you know, do what they do. Because it's like, before you make an opinion about something that you don't do and you don't have any knowledge about, understand before you talk. And that's the problem. There's a lot of talk nowadays, but people don't understand. Like, shoot, I got my own independent label. Why would I want to be signed to a major label? If anything, a distribution deal.
Right. I mean, and even with those, you got to be careful because this is normally like a 70-30, and at the end of the day, you ain't even getting 30. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wait a minute, I'm sitting here, you're doing all the work, you're doing the whole album, and what a lot of people got to realize too is a lot of artists who out here, independent artists who have these big records, and, you know, who get a chance at having one of those, maybe a one-hit little single or whatever. What you got to understand is the minute that you give that shit to the label, all that money you was getting off of iTunes or wherever you put your shit at is over. They're getting every single penny. Just because you might be first top-notch on planes and doing this and doing that, when it comes to record sales, you ain't going to see none of that shit. You might get in advance, but they're not giving you money like they used to give you money. So it's like at the end of the, you have to know that you're going to bank off of endorsements and touring. But guess what? They getting a part of that shit too. But they're not out there doing all the hard work. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of artists are already popular off of their independent grind. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really shooting yourself in the foot. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I just look at it like, you know, everybody's situation is different. I know my situation. You know what I'm saying? And I know what's best for me.
Exactly. And y'all living good, have a beautiful house, got nice cars. Kirk got his bike, so like that. So y'all good. So, like, keep on hating, though.
Exactly.
Now, I Am Bossy. It's phenomenal. I'm looking at shirts right here that we're actually giving away for the contest. I gotta say, thank y'all so much. These shirts are hot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like, I love the new designs of like the tank tops. Like, those are very nice. I mean, it's going great, but how would you say the response has been since the show and now to this point?
And you mean in like as far as like the businesses and stuff like that, or just in general?
Oh, in general.
You know, things. You know, it's a lot on the business end of things. It's definitely, you know, opportunities are there. You know, my website, I'm Bossy, actually crashed. I finally, you know, first introduced it on the show on not Monday's episode, but the episode before that. And I've had so much traffic come to it that my site crashed, and I had to put it back up, which is a total blessing. I mean, you know, I didn't think it was going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not mad. It's back up and running. So IamBossy.com, IamBossy.com. Make sure everybody go get your shop on the website. You know, that just kind of lets you know that, you know, as a businesswoman, it's like, okay, you know, television is an amazing platform. You know, be prepared. And I am prepared, and I'm glad I have it. I have my cosmetic line that's about to drop as well. I'm happy about that. I'll be talking about on the show as well. And, you know, when it comes to this whole TV thing, being on television, I mean, it's a give and take, just real talk. Like, you know, you got to deal with a lot of bullshit, and you deal with a lot of cool shit. And you deal with it on all sides, on fan sides, on family side, on a lot of different things. But, you know, you got to be prepared for that shit when it comes, just straight up and down. Like, you know, you got to kind of like be in the mindset of kind of feeling like, damn, you never know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because you wake up some days and people are like slandering you on the blogs, and you like, that ain't even near the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Like, damn, you know, and it's like, but when you put your life out there, expect whatever to come back at you. You know what I'm saying? I just try to stay focused. I keep real people around me. I don't hang around a whole bunch of motherfuckers and yes, sir, yes, ma'am people.
Right.
My circle is small, and, you know, I just stay focused on what Rashida has to do. You know, I've had people threaten my unborn child. I've had the worst things, but you know what I look at? You know, I stay prayed up, and I just got to pray for them people and be like, you don't even know me. For you to stoop that low, something's wrong with you. And, you know, it's just, you deal with things from one extreme to the next, you know?
Exactly, but that's fucking crazy that somebody would even say something like that to you about your unborn child. Wow.
It's really sad. But at the end of the day, you know, you know, you got to be prepared for anything, and you know, that's just how it is. But it has its blessings. You have so many people who are fans and who love you and who come up to you and want to talk to you and who can relate. And I've had so many people come up to me and be like, "You and Kirk show us, you know, so much in a marriage and a relationship, and they, you know, they love what we have, and, you know, and it's not easy, you know, not at all." And I've never met so many people who married and worked together. Like, I'm like, okay, now, it's a lot of us out here, you know, and we inspire them, so that's a blessing, too.
Definitely. And I will say you guys do give me the encouragement that I can find somebody in the music industry or just in the entertainment industry, period, and be married to them. But, you know, being the age that I am, which is now 20, what am I now? A year older now? And it's like sometimes at my age or just at any age when you're at a rising point in the industry, you're like, you just don't know who's loyal and who's not, because when the success comes and it's just like, even you don't even know who your friends are or who your real family members are, too.
Yeah.
So y'all gave me some serious encouragement, because I didn't see some people come back in my life trying to come. Just like, stay your foolish ass elsewhere. Don't be trying to be my friend because you see me at the Love and Hip Hop premiere, me with Brandy, or you hear me talking to Rashida or whoever the case may be. Like, just stop.
Right. And, you know,
Love
it
me
takes time
for
to
me.
weave it out. You know, it takes time to weave it out and understand it. But let me tell you something. You stay prayed up and stay focused. The Lord will bring the right people in your life who's supposed to be there, and he'll get rid of the ones that ain't supposed to be there. So, you know, that's just how I look at it.
Definitely. So I know that this season is not quite over as far as filming is concerned. And also, I mean, because we're at episode 5 now, correct?
No, I think we're at next. It'll be 7.
7?
Next
Damn,
Monday.
this season is flying.
Yeah.
And I'm just noticing, like, you and K. Michelle are still going back and forth. What's going on with that situation? Do you think, like, y'all can somehow work it out, or you think it's just a situation that just is going to be ongoing?
It's not going to be ongoing because I have, you know, so many better things to do with my time, and, you know, I'm about to have my second child, and, you know, I have a lot of great businesses, a lot of great things ahead of me, and, that's negativity to hold me back. I don't really need that, you know what I'm saying, at all.
Right.
I'm a grown woman. I can be cordial to anybody. I don't really walk around holding grudges against people. I don't have a grudge against her now. She run her mouth a lot, which is probably what's going to get her in trouble over time. But at the end of the day, she's who she is, and it's crazy to me that a person with so much mouth can have 50 million opinions, and the minute the next person got an opinion, they want to be upset. And I feel like, really, do you, boo. Go sing and do whatever the fuck it is you do, and I'll do what I do and keep it moving.
Right.
Just that. Really, I'm over it. Like, I'm over that shit.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to, because, you're in a state of mind right now where you're better. You about to have your second child. The cosmetic line is about to drop. You about to do the new single. And I did see the new music video. I did see
Wait a
that.
minute. You talking about which one you saw? Turned Up, right?
Turned Up.
Okay, that was just a little, just something I'm throwing out. I'm about to drop a official single off. I'm still promoting the Boss Chick Music album. I'm about to drop the single to Hit It From the Back, and the video is bananas. It's super hot. And it'll actually go down on the show, so that's something to look forward to within the next couple of episodes on how everything kind of pans out with that situation. But, yeah, I have a couple of things under my belt that you guys will be seeing that's going to unravel on the show. And I just got a lot of things I'm trying to accomplish, as an artist and as an entertainer, as a wife, as a mother, and just really trying to bring everything full circle.
Most definitely. So what kind of record is Hit It From the Back? I mean, besides the title.
What would it sound like?
I said besides the title. Give us a. Kind of describe it besides the, the most obvious, because it sounds like something real.
It's just, you know what? It's a really energetic, hood banger record. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Saying, you fly, and you know what? The fellas like you, and you know what it is. You sexy, you fly, you cool, you empowering, and and when your man want to hit, he get real happy when he hit it from the back. Straight up and down. That's just what it is.
I love it. You know what? I feel like it's gonna be like something like "Marry Me," where people are gonna be like, But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Rashida. I fucks with you and I fucks with your music. Number one, because you're real and you got that real talent, and you say whatever is on your mind, even if it's a fun record or you being serious with it.
Right. I do. I mean, even with "Marry Me," I "Marry Me" is a record that, I thought it was really cute and really fun, not knowing it would get me nominated for a 2013 BET Award, not knowing it would sell a couple 100,000 units, or whatever. And people like, "Marry Me, Marry Me." I'm like, "Marry Me" was put out there because that's what the fans liked. Like, you know what I'm saying? I put out a mixtape, and it was on the mixtape, and it was one of the biggest research records on the mixtape. So I'm like, hey, let's take the mixtape record and, take that, a couple other ones off the mixtape, add some new ones, and put out the Boss Chick Music album, which is exactly what we did, and "Marry Me" was still going. And it's fun. It's like, hey, I go in the studio and I do what I feel. I ain't got no motherfucker standing over me telling me, what I need to say and how I need to do this and how I need to do that. I take in, collaborations and working with people. But as far as being able to be fun and give the people what they want, that's the blessing in being independent. And I gave the people what they wanted, what they asked for. So it is what it is, and it's been a blessing.
Exactly. And I never told you about with me and that Marry Me record, because me and my friend Ebstar, shout out to Ebstar real quick, we be like, put it on to make them want to marry me. We do that all the time, and I just do it so randomly. And he's like, you know what, that's my song, and I don't even understand why people don't like it, but I just love the beat, and it's raw and it's honest, and we need records like that. And it just sucks that some people don't understand the message, the real message behind it.
Well, you know what? It don't even matter to me, because for what it's done for me independently, for the people who didn't like it, did not make a matter to my bank account. So it don't make no difference.
Because you was collecting them checks off of that.
I'll be at the BET Awards, smile and talk about "Marry Me." Yep, thank you.
And congratulations on that. Are you guys going to the ceremony for the award?
Oh, of course. Yes, definitely will be there.
Wow. I mean, how does it make you feel that record got nominated?
You know, it feels good because of some of the naysayers and stuff. It's like, you know, regardless of what people try to throw out there about you or what they try to say, you can't stop God work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Point blank, period. And you also can't underestimate a person who hustles and grinds and goes hard. And I look at it like, you know, being independent is such a blessing. You know, when I was nominated for my first BET award, I was like one of the first independent artists to be nominated. And it's like, you know, I throughout the years I've worked hard and, you know, I've been able to stay consistent, and that's the key. Whether you know Rashida before Love and Hip Hop or during Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, regardless to the fact, I've got, you know, the proof is in the pudding. I've got track work. I've had, you know, my Bubblegum who sold hundreds of thousands of units. And, you know, I've done a whole lot of different things and, you know, sold records to people and, you know, did a whole lot of great things in my career. And it's like for me to still be acknowledged for, you know, my music as an independent artist, it's a total blessing. And it kind of reassures you to be like, you know what, you know, regardless, go hard. You know, do what you feel is good in your heart. Keep putting your music out there and keep going for it because hard work pays off.
Definitely. And you work seriously hard. So once again, Rashida, I gotta say, congratulations on, I mean, everything, because you really are somebody that I look up to. Be like, you know what? On the music note, be like, and just the fact of everything, because you go hard. You be like, I don't give a fuck about any of these naysayers and anything that what they gotta say, because I'ma do me, because I know my worth.
Exactly.
That's important. I appreciate that so much. Well, Rashida, I appreciate you for coming back on the show. Tell everybody where they can find you as far as social media is concerned, where they can, you know, get some I'm Bossy T-shirts and everything else. Well, actually, they can win it, too. They just got to tune in every Wednesday, 9 to 11
Well, they can
p.m.
win it with you. Exactly.
Yep.
And you can also go to the website, imbossy.com, imbossy.com. Make sure you come through there. If anybody's coming to order, you can put in Bossy and get 10% off of your purchase of $50 or more. Also, follow me on Twitter. I'm at Rashida. On Instagram, I'm at Rashida, the D-A Boss Chick. So I'm at Rashida Boss Chick on Instagram. On YouTube, I am youtube.com/DLO117. So be looking out for the new video that'll be dropping very, very soon. Hit it from the back. And make sure you get your copy of Boss Chick Music. If you don't have it, it's available on iTunes, Amazon, wherever you get your online music. And also be looking out for my new cosmetic line that will be available. You can go to poisecosmetics.com, which will lead you to imbossy.com, right to where Poise is available for sale. And it will be up and available in the next week and a half. It'll be available for purchase. So I'm just working, grinding it out. And every Monday night, VH1, 8 o'clock, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Exactly. And then you guys could also win a free autograph CD on the show as well. So, I mean, why would you not want to tune into the Visit with D? I mean, we got hot giveaways and hot interviews, right, Rashida?
That's right.